Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from at this time. It's still your personal person, Nwachiyamereze. We are here bringing you Odinala, the truth about Odinala Spiritual Consciousness that can help you to liberate yourself and empower, awaken the powers of your beingness, you know, and completely liberate yourself from mind enslavements and poverty. We're here introducing a new topic today, and that topic is about spiritual sovereignty. If you're just joining us for the first time, subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. Share this video. Share this video. You may be helping someone who is going through, a very perturbing situation, but at the mercy of pastors, prophets, religious leaders, deviants, who are misguiding and misleading them. All right? And they can no longer be able to handle issues of their own life by themselves. There are things you can handle by yourself, and there are things that you can align with another so as to help or assist you. So, the message we're here today bringing is about spiritual sovereignty, which is all about, taking the ownership of your own spiritual journey, making empowered choices, and living authentically. You see, spiritual sovereignty is all about being the full owner and the ruler of your own spiritual life. Because a whole lot of people are thinking that spiritual journey, or when they come into Odinala spiritual consciousness, or Odinala spiritual path, they are thinking that it's all about, trying to solve your problems spiritually through a dibia or a pastor to pray for you, or a prophet to prophesy, or to see vision for you about your future. Remember, this life that we are in here is all about, it's a spiritual journey. Life is a spiritual journey. And you must have to understand what, are the foundations or the core principles of this life that you are living in order for you to be able to live this life being empowered and enjoy fulfillment in life. Okay? So, we will be dealing with this spiritual, sovereignty, and also we will also be bringing messages regarding to the core principles of Odinala spiritual consciousness, because a whole lot of things are going on. A whole lot of things are becoming the thing that people think is what Odinala is all about. Odinala is a spirituality, a true spirituality for that matter, that is universal, that you can access anywhere you are in the world. When you key to the principles, because the whole lot of Odinala is about principle. Following the principles of nature, principles of life, principles of the divinity, the source, the all. And when you do that, you will come to that place of spiritual sovereignty. You see, spiritual sovereignty is all about reclaiming your power, your divine authority, and not giving your power to anyone or anything, not a system, not an institution, not a fear-based religion. Because a whole lot of people have surrendered their spiritual power to pastors, to prophets, to debias, you know, to the system, to the political governments, you know, to religious fanaticisms and so on, religious indoctrinations. All right. And in so doing, you have lost your essence of beingness. Because you need to really understand that your spiritual sovereignty is a priority for you. Because it is the understanding that you and your chi are one. You and your chi are one. You are not separable. And no one, no nothing can separate you from your chi. And your chi is the direct connection to the divinity, to the source, to the divine, to Chukwu. And that is why we have always emphasized that in Odinala Spiritual Consciousness, your chi is your divine spark, your true essence, your higher self. Okay? The whole of you, the life you are, that is your chi. I want you to understand that, you see, there's nothing you can do in this life without your chi. Maka na onye buru chi ya ụzọ, ọ gbagbuo onwe ya n'ọsọ. That is the Igbo proverbial statement of our ancestors. Onye buru chi ya ụzọ, ọ gbagbuo onwe ya n'ọsọ. So everything you do in life, you do with your chi, and your chi do with you. So to be spiritually sovereign, you need to understand is to return to your chi. For you to be spiritually sovereign, it's all about returning to your chi, because so many of us we have walked away from our chi, and we have gotten into so many ogazi practices, ogazi way of life, which has to do with, segregation, condemnation, killings of fellow humans, destroying one another, praying against one another. I mean, doing a whole hell of nonsenses in the name of survival. Cheating, and that is why, because of the lack of spiritual sovereignty, that is why you see a whole lot of people venturing into, ogaze practices of okite, of ritualisms, of, trying to meet up the approval of the society. But that is not the way of your chi. So many people are doing so many fetish things in the name of ordinary spiritual consciousness. Why those things are not true? They are not what it is. Ordinary spiritual consciousness does not support anything that has to do with fetishism, killing or shedding blood of fellow human beings, or using anybody for rituals, or using human parts for rituals, or trying to cut corners, or to go shortcuts without alignment with your chi and your entities of past and ancestors. That is not ordinary. And that is why you need to follow this teaching to the end. Okay? If you're just joining us for the first time, subscribe. Give us your subscription, because your subscription will encourage us to continue to bring such empowering information that will transform your life. subscribe, give us your comment in the comment section down below. Like this video, press the like button, okay, and share the video so that so many other people will be able to get this information as they keep coming every week. All right. So, for you to be spiritually sovereign, you have to embark on a journey of returning to your chi, okay, and coming to the place of walking in alignment, okay, with your chi and listening to your chi's voice. Do you know the voice your chi speaks to you? Everybody's chi has a voice for you. Your chi have a voice for you. My chi have a voice for me. The voice of my chi may differ from the voice of your chi because the functions of your chi in this incarnation is different from the functions of my chi in this incarnation. That is why our faces are different. Our fingerprints are different because our chi's coming here in this incarnation has a program, a plan to fulfill his own agenda, not just to follow the norms and just to join everyone in whatever he or she is doing. We are in a society today that everybody is struggling to survive. You know, if nothing is working for you, then you check what is working for other people and then you join them, even when it is not in accordance with your own calling or your own, blueprint of life through your chi. So many are in jobs today, not because that is the part of their chi. So many are in business today, not because that is the part of their chi. So many people are into priesthood today, not because it's the part of their chi. So many are dibyas today, not because it's the part of their chi. Just because it is said that it's working, people are making it. People are getting this and getting that from it. Then they have to dabble into it. See, I've always emphasized it is always the best for every human being on this planet, be you white or black, for you to, journey this life through your chi, your ancestors, and your angels of powers. Because if you are spiritually sovereign, you are empowered, and your life must always be fulfilled. You will live a fulfilled life. Okay? So let it be known to you that spiritual sovereignty is not rebellion. It is simply responsibility. You are responsible for your own life. You're responsible for your own actions. You're responsible for your own thoughts. You're responsible for your own, feelings. You're responsible for your own doings. What you plant, what you sow, is what you reap. And that is why when you begin to go the path of spiritual sovereignty, you will become spiritually sovereign in the sense that you will now come to know who you are, why you are here, and then heal some of your ancestral wounds, ancestral karmas, ancestral, issues. And that is one of the essence of your incarnation in this time. You incarnated in the family you are born today because you are there to heal. You are there to heal something, to bring healing and realignment in that family. So you becoming, spiritually sovereign makes you a gatekeeper of your own soul. Honoring your chi, why evolving, okay, beyond the trauma of your bloodline. Because a whole lot of us are born into a family that, I mean, have have gone through so many karmic depths. I mean, they have gone through so many karmic issues, having so many karmic debts. So many of their actions, their thoughts of their forefathers were such that are against people, against humanity, against nature, against their ancestry. And you saw all of these in the spirit realm and decide to come into that family. You chose that family to come in to heal. You chose that family to come in to help that family's bloodline, not to continue to go through such a cycle. There's so many of us, our families are going through a cycle. Nobody, in fact, there are some families that you come into and you find out that all the girls born in that family, they can go to school, have degrees, but can't marry. If they manage to marry, they will experience, toxic relationship, or they will experience divorce. Okay? And they return back to their father's house. Okay? And if they don't come back to their father's house, they'll find another place and then they are living as a single person, or a single mother or whatever. All right? And there are families you enter, nobody crosses a particular stage in life. You see that the house the firstborn is living is the house of their father. The father is no more. The first son is there. Other sons are still living in that father's house. Okay? These are karmic issues that those born into that family have come to resolve. There are families you enter, they can be all graduates, but nothing to show for it. There are families you enter, you see that there are certain, chronological trend that is happening in that family that are ugly, that are not joyous, that are not what the family want to experience in their life. Such are the reasons spiritual sovereignty is a core deal for everyone to embrace and to become. Because when you are spiritually sovereign, you are empowered. You know who you are. You know why you're here. You see, my journey with Odinala Spiritual Consciousness, I've come to have so much experiences that is why when you hear me say Odinala Bozondo, Odinala Bozonwe, Odinala Bozo, Uzudo, Uzongo, Uzangole, and all of that, I have a reason for all of those things. Because in my journey with Odinal, I've experienced peace. I have peace, not peace that you get because of material things. Now, I am liberated. I'm enjoying liberation. And also, I'm enjoying freedom in life. And that is why I have this feeling called to help others, to experience spiritual sovereignty, so that they can also experience these things themselves, not somebody telling you. Evidence cancels argument. Evidence shuts down, any form of condemnations or, it doesn't work. You having your personal experience will tell you whether it works or not. Ordinary is a true path. It's not about jumping in and then running into the water to do water appeasements and all of that. There is a process in Odinala that if you follow through deep alpha consultation reading for your own chi, for your own ancestry, for your own self, and you will begin to come into the energy of your ancestors and then vibrating the highest frequency of your chi, and your life will be sweet. udo dịrị gị ya gazie n'egwu na eke gazie n'ụlọ gazie na afọ gazie na nkwọ anya na n'ụbọchị naanị. If you love what we are doing, subscribe to our channel, like the video, share the video, send us your comment where you're watching us from and how our teachings have been touching you. Okay, give us that comment. That comment is very, very important to us. And if there is anything you want us to touch or the areas that we are not doing it well, give us the comment. Just send us your comment. We need to get your feedback. Give us your feedback as you watch this video and all of other videos on this channel. Okay? You can as well send us a message on this WhatsApp handle 09017818674 09017818674. We will help you in your spiritual journey, in whatever the case may be for you. All right? Ana agbafa diom. Okay? Na arụkwa mmụọ dị iche iche. Okay? In order to assist your journey to be safe and smooth, and for you to be empowered and live a fulfilled life here on this earth. You are here to be happy, joyful, peaceful, and fulfilled. And so it will surely be for you. Oneke, Ori, Afo, Nkwo, ya gazielu gị ise.